Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. We'll wait a few more minutes for everyone together here. Um, Let me please know and write to the chat if you hear me and if you see me well, if everything is all right with the voice, with the image. Hello, guys. Perfect. Perfect. I see
Hey
comment.
everyone, do you hear me?
Everything is fine. It's just
Okay.
it's really good to know. So a few more minutes to start. Let us know if you work with push traffic already or you haven't tested it yet. Well, someone does, someone does not. Perfect. Okay, we'll see today how to work with push, how to make your campaigns.
Guys, just one question from me. What verticals in your mind are the most convertible? Just one or three?
Luke tells us that
Of
Oh, nice to know.
Okay.
Health and learning, interesting. Sports and tours. Yes, we like this.
I just want to compare with my research data that we have got. So I will show you later. But commonly, it's very interesting. Okay.
Okay, guys. 2 more minutes and we will start. What is roulette? Is a kind of poker? I see such vertical. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay. So I see a question if there will be a replay available. Yes, it will be. You will get everything via your email. So. Okay. So 1 more minute and let's begin. Okay, let us know, what do you do? Who are you? Are you an affiliate, a media buyer? Do you work alone or do you have a team? Just to know who are our audience today and make our
Are you a beginner or profi?
advertiser, startup founder. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Startup, not always easy. One more startup. Interesting. Okay. Newbie. Okay. Media buyer. Nice to meet you guys. Media buyer. Hopefully our webinar today will be useful for all of you. We'll try to make it useful. We'll try to adjust the presentation to your needs and to meet your expectations. I guess we can start now because it's already 5 minutes. So, hello everyone, once again. I'm Elena. I'm head of customer success of RichAds advertising platform. And today we decided to make a webinar for you guys to speak about how to run and make push campaigns successful in 2021. And my co-host today is Alex Manjuro from BeMob at Tracking Software.
Hey everyone, thanks Ellen.
So
I'm community manager and customer success manager. Some words about BeMob. BeMob is a tracking software that allows you to keep track, manage, and analyze all your traffic in one convenient place. Thanks for the invitation. Hope my information will be useful for all of you guys, not only for beginners. Helen, let's get started.
Okay. Today we will speak about trends, hacks, and the coolest and the newest feature on our platform. And Alex, introduce us your topic, what you're going to tell us today.
After Helen, we will talk about basic recommendation based on statistics and research data that we have got from our affiliates. We make surveys, and also we have made some research. So that's why I asked you before about verticals. You could compare your data with our. And in the last section, I will show you how to set up your first ad campaign in Tracker and launch your first ad campaign. And the second, I will show you basic tips and tricks how to optimize your ad campaigns. So now I turn off my screen and Ellen.
Okay, I'll begin. Okay, guys, I want to remind you that you can ask all your questions during the whole webinar, and after the main part, we will definitely answer them. So, and one more nice news. At the end of the event, you will get some nice bonuses from RichAds and from BeMob. That's why I really recommend you to stay with us till the end. I've already told, but still, we'll send the recording of the webinar, the presentation, and all the materials and bonuses to your email right after the webinar. So, guys, let's start. The last year was quite challenging for the push format, and not only push, and made affiliates and media buyers adapt to new unstable conditions due to COVID restrictions. 2021 is going to be quite favorable to the sphere. Let's see overall trends and recommendations I suggest to take into account while you launch your campaigns. And today I want to start with the verticals. What we can see in our network that verticals are quite compatible and with common trends on the market. The antivirus is on the top place, and today we saw that someone is already running it. Then goes crypto, sweepstakes, gambling, and betting. So, antivirus. I recommend running offers with annual subscription on desktop. Of course, high payout is always a big advantage for each affiliate. The second vertical I want to discuss is crypto. This niche converts well for the last years, and still conversion rate is pretty high. Plus, payouts are quite competitive. You can test both mobile and desktop traffic simultaneously and optimize campaigns according to the results. But I always recommend to separate devices into two different campaigns. The next niche is sweepstakes. This is one of the more undying niche, if we can tell it this way. There are different offer types, such as single opt-in offers, a double opt-in, CC submit. Everything converts quite well. What I can recommend here, always start with premium sources to get better results. The next, guys, do you hear me and do you see me? Tell me, is everything all right with the voice, with the image? Because it says that something is with internet. Tell me to the chat. Oh, okay, everything is fine. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Gambling. This is one of my favorite niche. Classic casino offers converts well. Still, I recommend to separate campaigns for mobile and desktop. Generally speaking, offers work well in Asia, Africa, and LATAM. We recommend to start there, but still remember that Tier 1 and Tier 2 converts. And one more niche is betting. What I can say here that you should use landing page with one-day event. Conversion rate there is much higher. Speaking about countries, try to launch campaigns for non-competitive geos. Both the chance for higher payouts and conversions are higher there. So we spoke about about verticals. Let's see what we can say about geos today. Choosing the right vertical is always depends on the budget, offer, traffic type, and other factors. But general trends show us that Tier 2 and Tier 3 shows the best performance. The geos have average and low competitive and huge traffic volumes. That is perfect for dating, for sweepstakes, for gambling verticals. Types of push notifications. So the good old classic push format will regain popularity this year. It has two major advantages: large subscriber base and standard and profoundly studied approaches to make creatives. One more point I want to discuss, that if you want to reach iOS users, I suggest to test in-page format as well. So, one more interesting topic to discuss is landing pages and pre-landing pages. I always recommend using pre-landing pages, as they allow you to prepare user for your offer. Thus, you will increase the possibility of conversion. There are a few tips that I want also to point out. Pay attention to the quality and credibility of your landing page. Double check the landing page loading time. Create landing page with a few clear call to action buttons. Test variety and different registration forms. And always try to use bright images and short text with the large font sizes. So we discussed landing pages. Let's see what should we do with creatives. The most important point here is to start with at least 5 or 10 creatives per one campaign. It helps for the further test and define the best performing approaches. Anyway, I recommend to follow some rules. First of all, use different approaches. Be conscious, straightforward, and follow the principles of minimalism. Use emojis. They were popular last year, and this year is not an exception. Try to create main image and icon familiar to users. Logos of famous social networks and messengers increase conversion rate. Use call to action in the creative description. It's one of the most standard and the most performing way to increase the conversion rate of your creative. And the last but not least, try to imitate video on the creative. At the play button, for example, on the main image, use logo of YouTube or TikTok, or use it on icon and make it as a part of the creative. So we discussed general trends, general things I want to point out, but let's see how to run push campaigns on our platform. The effectiveness of any push campaign depends on the whole list of the different factors. But let's do not forget about all built-in instruments and features designed to make your campaign successful and save your time and money. Working with our platform, you get access to the whole set of such tools. Let me give you a bit more details about them. The first feature I want to discuss is Premium Subscribers List Group. On our platform, we have 4 subscribers list groups, which were formed according to our data. Moreover, we update it very often and they never get old. The hottest group adored by all our advertisers is Premium Group. This group converts 61% better than standard group, for example. And I can tell you even a small secret that Premium increased conversion rate by 74% for our advertisers. So the second really useful thing is retargeting. It's a great and extremely useful feature for those who want to work with engaged audience only. It may be quite challenging to extract such users, and here retargeting comes alive. First, you segment the audience according to different parameters and then customize your creatives. What benefit will you get? There are enormous high conversion rate, CTR, and ROI. One more window of opportunity is the targeted audience is collected automatically. You can work with the audience who clicked on your ads, engage with your landing page, or even made a conversion. So the next feature is automated rules. We created it in order to save your money and your time. I always recommend to use it. This feature allows you to set parameters and actions for these parameters under some specific conditions. And after that, you do not need to optimize your campaign manually. You can apply automated rules for subscriber list, for publisher IDs, OS, devices, creatives, browsers, and other parameters. Moreover, we prepared a nice option for you guys. In your account, you can choose the preset automated rules. For example, on this slide, you can see the example of setting up automated rules, which allows to pause non-performing creative. One more great feature allows customizing bids for certain parameters and optimizing campaigns to get maximum performance. For example, if you see that you get conversions from one source, you can increase a bit and get more traffic from there. Or vice versa. You see that you get conversions from the source, but CPA is quite high there. So you can decrease a bit. You'll still get the conversions, but the price will be lower. You can use such options for publishers, for devices, OS, locations, and some other parameters. The next option is about tracking. We have a few options here. The first one, Rich Pixel. It helps to track clicks on your landing page and engaged clicks. Thus, you will be able to optimize your campaign even before you get your first conversion. Plus, you can use this option and this data for your retargeting campaign. One more essential tracking option is postback. We are integrated with lots of tracking systems to make your life easier. So we created an auto-generated postback URL. Just select your tracker in the interface and copy already ready-to-use link. One more great tool allows you to check the average and top CPC, number of impressions, and win rate for different countries before you're launching the campaign. You can find this instrument into your account. Plus, I suggest to use filters for types and for devices, for desktop and for mobile. Thus, you can make a search even more useful. So, campaign launch, scaling, and optimization are almost impossible without good tracking option. And my host Alex from BeMob, the most popular ad tracking software for media buyers and affiliates, will dwell on recommendation for tracking process and show the advantages of BeMob tracking. Alex, now you have the floor.
Okay. Thanks again. Thanks, Helen. Hey, everyone again. So, first of all, I would say some kind words for my colleague Helen. Thanks for the invitation. We have prepared some information which will be interesting for everyone, I think. Before I see there are a lot of questions about push traffic, but we will answer all of them in a special Q&A section. Now we talk about push optimization with BeMob. So I would like to start with research data. Before this webinar, we addressed our users to take part in our surveys. So we asked them to answer just 3 questions. What verticals are new buy friendly? What verticals are high convertible for push in 2021? And what geos do they recommend for us? So let's see the survey result. Here is it. So as you can see on this figure, the affiliates find sweeps, gaming, crypto, and Nutra are more suitable for beginners. There are a lot of advantages of these verticals, but the common reasons are low entry barrier. You just need from $100 or $300 to start your first successful campaign. It's minimal dependence on season. It mainly touches crypto and sweeps. Nutra is exception. It mostly depends on season. And there are a lot of traffic source and ad formats that you could set up your own profitable campaign. So it was about this information about all verticals commonly. It is not depend of traffic source. The next question was about push only. So we divided the second question on 2 parts. The first is survey, and the second one is our research data. So if you could see on this figure, Gambling, gaming, sweeps, and finance are noted affiliates high profitable. I personally agree with them, but let me show you our research data. So, common picture is the same. Mobile gaming, gambling, and sweeps are the top priorities. And if we compare these two slides, you could see the difference is minimal. So I don't want to tell that other verticals are not profitable, but if you want to succeed, you need to try one of these verticals, especially it touches beginners. So the last question was about JAWS. It mostly depends on the vertical. Generally, today we see a huge volume of traffic in Latin countries and Africa. The top leaders are Brazil, Mexico, Nigeria, Kenya, and Egypt. But if you could see, if you consider every vertical separately, the results are different. So for sweeps, Nordic countries is a high priorities like Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. If you work with gambling, Brazil, Mexico, they must have JAWS for your campaign. And of course, if you work with gambling, you should pay attention on China, Japan, and Korea, or other Asian countries. So that's all about basic recommendation. Personally, I would recommend to start work with sweeps because you could get results faster and find out what's wrong, for example. But it's my own opinion. It mainly this information mainly touched beginners who are making first steps in affiliate world. But all of you are interested in how to get the best performance and ROI. So on the internet there are a lot of cases, but one thing is common, is to use a tracking solution. So that's why your way to success, it's look like on this slide. You should follow 4 of these steps. First of all, it's pick up your vertical and offer. The second one is to use traffic source. The next step is to set up tracker. And the last one, optimize for getting profit. My next section is a demo. I will show you how to set up your first ad campaign in BeMob. Of course, you could use your own tracker, but I think the steps is the same. So I will share my screen and show how to do it. So do you see anything? Okay, great. So first of all, you need to create account. As BeMob is a cloud tracker, it means you do not need any additional steps like purchasing and configuring servers and monitoring them to avoid any loss of data. Just register and go to home page. First of all, you need to set up your offer. I have prepared just one. Just go to offer page. So here is it. As you can see, the configuration is pretty simple. Just click on New button. Set up your workspace, country, enter your name, and specify the tax. And of course, pass your URL to the offer. As we have prepared your offer, I will not create another one. So go to traffic sources. This is the second part. Just click on New button. If you want to create your own traffic source, but RichPush has already added to BeMob. That's why we could create it from our template. It's very simple. So start into RichPush. Oh, sorry. Click on Next. So here is setting, traffic source setting window. As you could see, there are two sections, postback URL section and macro section. If you want to transfer your data from tracker to your traffic source, for example, from BeMob to RichAds, you need to pass here your URL from RichAds. If you want to transfer data from additional data from your traffic source, you need to set up macros. Just note, if you want to send your traffic source information about your conversion, make sure that your external ID field has completed. Also, you could transfer data about costs from your traffic sources to tracker, but you need to add cost parameter. So if it's already completed, just click on Save, and new traffic source will be added. Here is it. Go to Campaigns. Click on New button. Specify the name. Country, or you could choose global, intertag. And choose your model, cost model. As I said, if you want to get cost data from your traffic source automatically, you should use auto, but make sure that cost macros is included in your URL section. There is destination section. There are three options. You could use flow if you have predefined list of lenders and offers. URL option is used to direct users straight over your offer, and built-in flow used to set up your rules here. So I use this one, just turn off landings and add my offers. Here is it. This is basic steps, but you could also add a new role. BeMob has more than 25 parameters for tracking and managing. It means that you could create your own funnels, redirect users to more converting jobs, disable non-converting offers, or redirect them to another offers. It's a wide range of what you can do it. So click on save, and new campaign will be created. Copy this link and go to RichAds. Click on new campaign. Paste URL and set up your campaign in Tracker. Also note, choose your tracker that you use. For me, it's and see this link I should copy to BeMob tracker. But if Rich Push template has already installed to be added to BeMob, you don't need to do it. Pretty simple. So when moderation, after you should send your campaign to moderation and start work with analytic data. So there is one notice. When we added traffic source, you could see that there are a lot of parameters. Just click on edit. There are a lot of tokens. It is needed to get additional data from your traffic source. You could see it on your report. Just select your campaign. And click on report. All additional data will be showed in custom parameters. For example, operation systems. And you could see data in accordance with the operation system. So this is basic steps for setting up and launching your campaign in Tracker. Now I go back to presentation and show basic tips and tricks that you should use in profitable campaigns.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for your presentation. And now it's time for your question, guys. I see there are some questions in our chat. Let me see.
Here is it.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, if there is, I will read them, but there is an option to switch them on in order everyone see the question. So, what does the conversion looks like? Yeah, thank you. Just a second. I will switch the question mode on. So the first one, What does conversion look like? Well, not sure that I got the question correctly. It depends on the offer. Sometimes it's just a registration, sometimes it's a deposit, sometimes it's the amount of the deposit and the users who return to the offer. Can you give me more info about gambling? Well, yes. There are a few things that I can help you with. First of all, we'll share the gambling book that you can use to run the sphere, this vertical. And second of all, next week or in a week on the 2nd of March, we'll have one more webinar regarding the gambling. So we can discuss there all the details. So I introduce you there. We'll definitely cover all the details about the vertical. The next one. What about e-commerce vertical? Well, it also, you can try to run it on push as well. There are some differences because there are products that you promote. You should remember that push and campaigns should be dedicated to the exact product. Probably Alex might add some info regarding e-commerce. He has already mentioned this vertical during the speech. Alex, is there any specific info regarding e-commerce vertical?
What information are you interested? I mean, maybe I need more information to add something.
Okay.
I mean, we have a lot of information about e-commerce, but typically, maybe you will. I will answer by mail directly to you.
Nice, thank you. The next one, I ran a campaign and all the traffic looked like bot. Well, I'm so sorry that your results were not successful. Definitely, it's better to discuss this particular case with your account manager or send details to me. I'll get back with the comments and some suggestions what you can do in order to get better results. So, anyways, I'm so sorry that you didn't get the result. Create our own creative and lenders, or use by tools, and which one for inspiration? Well, there are some tools that you definitely can use. You can Google them. There are a few of them. Some of them are you should buy some. Some of them you can use for free. Pretty much useful information that you can see to inspire and to get some inspiration and to get some market data, if you can call it this way. So the next one. We have the refunding policy. We do refunds. Either contact me or contact your account manager or support to get the refund. Usually we refund the money if there is some issue with traffic or with any other situation that can happen. But we have a refund policy, and if you need, we can refund it. Of course, there are some exceptions might be, but all of them are mentioned in terms and conditions that you can see on the website. So the next one, how can I get high quality for GCC, Forex, and crypto vertical? Well, here I can give you a few recommendations. First of all, start with premium subscribers list group. Second of all, again, contact with your account manager or me or support. Try to launch the campaign on the newest subscribers. So probably separate one campaign just for premium, second one for the newest subscribers. Their traffic quality is the best, and you will definitely get better results there. Alex, the next question is for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, can BeMob track banner impressions?
Yes, sure. With BeMob, you can track impressions, but note that this option should be used only if your traffic source is supported, the impression track. I don't know how to paste the link from my from BeMob documentation. It's in chat. Just let me show how to do it. Oh, okay. Just I passed it.
Nice, thank you. The next one, what is the most important to succeed as a new CP affiliate with RichAds and BeMob? Well, nice question. First of all, I will give you some advices from my side, or probably Alex might add some recommendation from his side as well. So what I suggest to do is to choose the vertical where conversion CPA is not that high. For example, in order to test gambling vertical, you have to get really big budget to find a perfect match. And if we talk about sweepstakes or antivirus or dating, there are not that high conversion price, so you can quicker and easier test the vertical and find the perfect match of the offer, creative landing page, and source. This is from my side. Alex, your turn.
So as I told you previously, one of the best and important thing is to always check your impressions and click to make some benchmarks. You should always compare your previous and current results. It's one of the way for optimizing your campaigns and get profitable. So it's do not only with BeMob. You could do it with any other tracking and with other, no matter what traffic source you use. Just see on the data that you get from your traffic source, analyze it, and dig deeper into the reports to find any optimization glue.
Nice, thank you. So what win rate is a good win rate for push and pops? Well, it's not that easy to answer because it depends on the budget, price, the offer, and etc. Well, it's good when you have 80 and more % of win rate, but it depends on how much traffic you need and the price you want to pay for it.
Also, it depends on vertical.
Yes, exactly. And geo, because there are some geos, for example, India, it's a big country and lots of traffic is there. So the win rate there is not that traffic.
So also it depends on your strategy. If you want that your competitor get out from your market or from your niche, just try to rise up your bids. And
it's always a good point. Okay.
So,
Thank you. The next question: how eliminate bot traffic? Well, there are some tools that help to eliminate bot traffic. Secondly, there are some um, general recommendations. Google them, for example, due to the tech requirements of the traffic. But the easiest way, of course, is to look on the conversion rate and see how each source performs. In Rich Push, we had an option of Rich Pixel that actually helps to see and count engaged clicks and people who actually clicked on the landing page. In this case, you can see where you get better traffic for your offer, and you can optimize and get better results quicker. So I suggest to use this option. So the next one, where can I get more insights for sweeps and dating in terms of geo and ad formats? Well, there are forums, there are affiliate networks who can give you some advice there. Anyway, you can ask account manager in our network. They definitely give you some advices too. Third of all, there are an option such as traffic insights, so you can check some traffic insights for of CPC in terms of average CPC, traffic volumes, and etc. etc. So there are lots of information sources.
So, moreover, you could use the data that I provide in this presentation. On the slides, you could see the geos which are performing the best for separate verticals. If you need more information, just ask me directly in my using my contacts.
Okay, thank you. Alex, the next question is for you. Yeah, how to set up
BeMob. So generally, this is also a question that takes some time. So I think if you write me directly, I could answer you.
Okay, nice. Thank you. After the webinar, you will get the presentation with all the context, so you can easily contact me or Alex with any question. Well, how much should I spend on push ads for testing and offer sweeps, crypto, or etc.? Depends on the offer and the payouts and conversion cost. Overall, I recommend plan it like X4 per conversion price, but it works for gambling, for instance. However, if we talk about sweeps or dating or some other niche where price is lower, it will be good if you test one conversion price per each source. Then you'll get really enough data to make some conclusions. And we have an option of a rich pixel that helps to see the results before you get the conversion.
But commonly, the average budget, for example, for sweeps starting from 100, and for crypto is about $400.
Okay, thank you. The next one. Can I track pay-per-call offers with BeMob? Alex, that's for you.
If you will use Pixel, I hope you will do this. Just look through our documentation. If you will have any question, I will answer you also. Hope we will find something for you.
Thank you. The next one. Is £200 enough to start running push traffic minimum deposit for RichAds? Well, you can start with £200 in terms of payment. In terms of is it enough or not, it again depends on the offer, the payout. If you have just £200, I once again recommend to start with the offer, where payout is definitely lower than £200. For instance, as I told before, sweepstakes, antiviruses, and other, because you'll gather at least some data and you will see if you can get it profitable and if you get a result with this budget and this offer. So the next one, any good experience with affiliate program like ClickBank and Avera Plus? There are lots of different affiliate programs, and there are lots of affiliate programs that our advertisers, our affiliates work with. There are specific one for specific spheres. So, for example, talk gambling or about now crypto. There are some affiliate programs that helps. Plus, you can definitely ask about offers from your account manager. You can ask your account manager about the offer. Plus, we have some affiliate program as well, so you can take some offers there. So the next one. What about smart CPA? Is it good working with CPL offers? Well, yes, it's good working not only with CPL offers, it's good working with all kinds of offers. The next one, what verticals are working the best on POP? Well, from my point of view, it's crypto, gambling, binary options. Alex, maybe you.
I would add mobile.
Mm-hmm. You mean X?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have some this kind of advertisers too, and
if you consider all verticals, I think the most profitable, as I see, the most profitable is gambling in POPs. If you consider all verticals, but also it depends on your experience in every vertical.
Well, I personally run a gambling on POPs and had good results with this kind of traffic. So the next one, can I see top bids in RichAds? Well, yes. First of all, you can use traffic insights. We have talked about it today. You can find it in your account. Secondly, you can always ask your account manager or support. We're always here to help you with such questions. And you can, well, it's not about top bids, it's about recommendation. You will definitely get some recommendation while setting up the campaign. How can you compare push and pop in terms of results? Alex?
I will answer. I think the best way is to compare is to use one clever dashboard. You could do it with the help of tracker. Just launch pop and push campaigns and analyze incoming data.
So here, BeMob coming. Well, we already discussed the vertical, but still, what we suggest in RichAds, once you get a campaign on push and you see that it works, it gets some result, you can simply duplicate it on POPs and test it and see how it works.
Note, you should always make split test to find the best converting path for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a part of affiliate work.
Yes, exactly. It's totally true. So what the next one? What is the most important optimization steps for a new campaign? Well, I'm sure Alex has some tips here.
In my mind,
Some options in BeMob for optimization. I'm totally.
okay. The first is comparing your results, making benchmarks, checks clicks, impressions to compare results, always monitoring, and dig deeper into reports that BeMob provides. But one of the most important part is to create in your own funnel. You could do it by using different rules, any combination of rules. For example, you could create your white and black lists of IP devices. Commonly, the main task is to reach out your target audience. So Tracker is a tool that provides you with this possibility. If you will use not only just add offer, add traffic source and launch your campaign, I think, and show results, I think it's not a good way. The best way is to start your campaign and start analyzing the results and make some changes in your campaign. For example, disable non-converting or non-working offers or lenders, or to redirect users to another offers. For example, with the help of BeMob, you could instantly redirect user from non-converting geos, for example, to another offers without any additional moderation process, like you do when you make some changes in traffic source.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Well, in terms of RichAds, Alex already agreed. I already talked about. I agree with that. Plus, in our network, you can use blacklist, you can use micro bidding, you can use automated rules. All these features you will get in the presentation, and definitely your account manager is always happy to help with such questions and such options. So the next one. How is the easiest way to scale for beginners in RichAds? Well, scale process is always a question. We have a lot of options for that, guys. You can even find kind of article in our blog how to do it. You can use different group list of subscribers. For example, you start with premium, then you can scale with standard, you can scale with new. Secondly, you can run your campaign on POP's traffic. You can use different creative approaches, landing pages. So what else can be done? You can test newest subscribers. So we have lots of options for scale. We always here again to help you to scale the campaign. We are here to make your campaigns profitable and to get as much profit for you guys as possible. So anyway, use the platform.
Any additional info about push forums and webinars like these? Always important.
Yes, that's true. Guys, we have so many questions. We'll definitely cover some more, but still, there are so many of them. We are so happy to get all of them. So, what is your favorite affiliate marketing forum?
Looking
Look.
just
Well,
uplift.
yes, also like Uplift, one of my favorite one and the one that I use. So
Me too.
yeah, I suggested.
It has a lot of information, and I personally recommend to
Mhm.
sign up to use it in your way to success, to
Mhm.
be a successful affiliate.
Totally agree. Totally agree. So the next one, is there a service you offer to get my ad campaign set up? My conversion is incredible. So if I perfect, my conversions is incredible. So if I can get RichAds working, I would definitely scale up my spend. Ed, write me after the webinar, or if you have already an account in the RichAds, write to your account manager. We'll definitely talk about it afterwards and try to do best in order you get profit and you get your campaigns converting. What is the most seen mistake new media buyers has on RichAds giving up early? Well, not setting up tracker. This is the biggest issue and the biggest mistake in if you can.
Or wrong setting up tracker solution.
So yeah, always ask Alex if you need some tracking solution, because guys, really, if you set up a tracking or post back, you can use lots of our options, lots of features that we actually create and done in order you save your money and get profit. So
The main way is to correctly set up your bridge between traffic source and tracker, or some other solutions that we will use for optimizing to avoid any loss of data.
Good. So always start with tracker.
Yeah.
What is average conversion rate we can expect on push? Well, depends on the offer country, and there are lots of factors that influence on it. Why don't you apply alert for pop welcome JS? I guess JS is it JavaScript? Is it? It's important for pop-under campaign. I already have a RichAds account, or JS is something else. Well, I'm not sure I understood the question, but I will be happy to discuss this question afterwards. Again, write your question to me or your account manager afterwards. If I have a tracker, do I need to have a landing pages? Well, yes. Alex,
generally, many questions about tracking solution. So basically, it depends on your type of traffic, but your landing pages help your audience to prepare for your offers, basically. So if you work with some kind of offers that need to prepare, it's necessary to do. But I know a lot of cases that people do not use lenders to set up their funnels.
Well, yes. Always landing page is really helpful thing to get better results. So the next one, in some cases, just a second, sorry. How many days should I test sweepstake offer? Well, it doesn't depend on days. It depends on the budget. Thank you. If you can test it in one day and see if it converts or not. You can do it in 2 days. So it depends on the budget you have. It depends on the payout you have. It depends on the geo. So in order to get the first result, 1 day might be enough. In order to optimize, in order to find the best approach, there are usually a few days, sometimes a week, to get it.
I agree with my colleague. The average time for testing sweepstakes is about 3 days. This is average. But the first result you could get in 1 day. That's why I personally recommend sweeps for beginners.
Yeah, I think it's a good vertical too. So the next question, is push inventory good for major consumer good brands like Coca-Cola to raise awareness? And what about the brand safety? What verticals should I use this kind of demand? Well, you can promote Coca-Cola and other brand safety and brands like that, but usually push are about kind of performance marketing, not brand story. So it's about offers where we need conversions, where we need leads, registration, deposits, and etc. etc.
Generally, such famous brand like Coca-Cola, Uber, or etc. Doesn't work with push and do not propose to work with push. So the best way is focus on affiliate market.
Yeah.
Market is in affiliate.
So, guys, 5 more minutes and we will finish. Thanks for lots of your questions and your interest. We will answer all the questions that I see now. If there are some questions that are left, and you contact me, contact Alex, contact account manager you work with, will definitely help. The next one here, how about sweeps? I'll use BeMob and no landing pages. Well, Alex, may you help with the question?
I already answered.
Oh, okay. There were some other. Oh, so sorry. The next one. Do you support adults ads? What is conversion rate for free adult sign up? Well, we support adult, but it should be kind of soft adult. So you have to use pre-lenders, and the ads should be appropriate. According to the conversion rate, ask your account manager, because it depends on the country, depends on the exact offer, and honestly saying, I don't remember the whole statistics. I always check it, and your manager can check it as well.
So guys, I think there are too many questions, and we have no time, so our webinar is over. If you have any question, we would be glad to ask you to answer you directly. Just use our contacts, ask us, and all information was useful for you.
Yes. As I told before, you will get the presentation, the recording, webinar, after the webinar via email. So you can double check the info. You can contact us. And one more nice thing, and one more nice info and useful info for you guys. We prepared bonuses, and here it's the right time to give them to you. We have a bonus from RichAds. We give 10% bonus for the first deposit using promo code RichTrack. So do not miss this opportunity. Create account with RichAds and make profit and scale your campaigns, guys.
So from BeMob, all attendees get 25% off for any pricing plan. Also, note, BeMob has a free pricing plan. It includes 100K events free. But if you need more traffic volume, this is a discount for you. Just use RichAds 25 off when you register, and you will get your discount.
Nice, thank you. Guys, once again, tomorrow morning, you will get an email with the recording of the webinar, presentation, bonuses that we talked about, and our contacts. So there are some questions left. Write an email to us. We will be happy to help you. And run your campaigns with RichAds and use BeMob as a tracking system. Thank you guys for being with us today. Again, contact us if you still have some questions and wait for the next events. Bye-bye and have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening.
Bye-bye.